Hi everyone, thank you very much for tuning in, really appreciate it. I've been asked recently a few times by people who are trying to get into calisthenics, and they're trying to figure out how do they go about starting. And I know this can be kind of like confusing for some people. It's like a minefield. There's so much conflicting information out there, but I'm a big fan of the KISS principle. Keep it simple, guys. Common sense, what's going to work. So depending on your start off point, that's obviously going to matter how you regress or progress your exercises. But the first thing I would advise anyone is to get the press ups down, right? Because they're the easiest access exercise in calisthenics to start with. Because a lot of people can't do their first pull up. A lot of people struggle with the dip, and I'll show you in a second. But the press up, most people can kind of do them. They can regress them. They can do them on their knees or whatever. You know, you can get some kind of point where you're actually strengthening the body, and it's kind of like measurable and scalable, so you can get stronger as you go along. So it's a great place to start. So everybody should do push-ups, and in my opinion, it's one of the great upper body exercises. So it's kind of you can do it anywhere. You don't need fancy equipment. You just need your body weight. As I always hear people on holidays here, and there's no access to gyms and things like that. It wouldn't bother me if I went on holidays and there was no gym around. I don't need it. Like, you know, I can just basically use my body weight. And plus, I could just bring a set of rings with me. I could hang them off a tree or anywhere, and that's, trust me, I can get a fantastic workout out of that just on its own. So it's kind of like, you know, that's the beauty of calisthenics. It's very, you can do it almost anywhere. You know, it's just, you just need your own body weight to get stronger and to get fitter. So push-ups, I'll just show you on these because we've got a bit of mucky ground here, and it's a very awkward. I don't have a lot of space to work for you guys here. I have a tiny little bit of flat ground here. I have stuff over here, stuff everywhere, so it's kind of like I've got a wee small area just to work. But just excuse me a second, I'm just going to get some. So first thing I'll show you, everybody should try and invest in if they can. Now it doesn't have to be fancy like these ones. These are Parallettes, they're called, and these are low Parallettes, which are basically they're for push-up exercise and handstand exercise and stuff like that. They're very handy. These ones are actually heavy. You can get super light little ones just made of wood. You can make them yourself, to be honest. I just got these because they're fairly sturdy, and you know, I mean, I utilize them a lot, so I may as well got a good pair. And these are by Gore Nation. I'm not affiliated with nobody, but they're a pretty good set of Parallettes. They're well built, and they're handy. But they are weighty. If you were taking them anywhere, they're going to be, you know, in luggage or anything. You can get lighter ones. I've got little wooden ones there as well if I'm traveling. So basically, with these, just put them down parallel to each other. Hence the name Parallettes. Now, why I like Parallettes for press ups? It's just a lot kinder on your wrists. If you've got any kind of joint issues and stuff like that there, the Parallettes will be kinder. Your body can go into a more, you know, natural position, because this can be sore on the wrists because you're pushing in different angles, and you know, depending on how strong your wrists are. Some people have issues with their wrists, some people don't, but a lot of push-ups on flat ground could lead to issues with your wrists, trust me. So it's kind of like, you know, I tend to do them with a more neutral grip, you call it. So on Parallettes more of the time. So basically you just get down. I don't know if you're going to be able to see me. I hope you can. I'll try and go far as I can forward. So basically I'm just going to put them here for you. And you just get into the position, push-up position. You kind of keep your back slightly up. Keep your core tight. Pull your belly button towards your back. Just arms straight below you. And you're going to lower yourself, keeping your core contracted, your glutes contracted. Down to your chest. Almost touches the floor. Good stretch in your chest. Back up. So nice and clean like that. No point banging out. Loads of reps, half hours from here, like this here. This isn't push-up. You're not going to gain much from that, except endurance. So down. You want to gain strength. Get the stretch and push up. Utilizing a lot of your triceps and your strength and that, or your chest and that. So yeah, that's push-up. Start with that, guys. Regressing it. Start on your knees. Then one leg. 2 legs out till you get strong enough. Right, next is dips. Another easy access exercise. Okay, so the thing with dips, there is a certain level of strength you need with them. Probably a little bit harder than push-ups, obviously, because you're suspending all of your weight off the ground at one time. So within push-ups, you're not actually pushing your full weight because your legs are taking a certain amount of weight by your feet being on the ground. So I'll just try and get them here for you. So dips, to show you what they look like. I don't have a flat ground to really work this, but if you're starting off in dips and you want to get started, just start with it's called I think this is called some kind of gymnastic position, where you watch my back. It's it's kind of protracting outwards, top, just to keep my shoulders secure. So you sit with that, start with that, start with just holding your weight. Get your body, get your nervous system, your muscles used to holding your body weight steady. Get those stabilizing muscles working as well, and that'll strengthen you up. Then you can regress these all. I haven't got bands. I used to have loads of bands. They seem to go missing. I've got young nephews that come here training every so often, and you know yourself, things just go missing. But so yeah, a dip. What does a dip really look like? Well, because I can't leave my legs completely straight here, I'm going to have to show you with my right side left. But don't cross your legs. Just keep your feet together. Kind of keep your core activated the way it should be. Slight protection at the top. Push up like that, just so you get the proper position. And as you're going down, just let your head fall naturally down. So you come down. I mean, you don't have to go below parallel. You don't even have to go right to parallel to start. Just get yourself stronger, whatever range of motion. If you can only go to here and push, do that. Just go down to there. Feel a stretch in your chest. Push back up. Your chest and your triceps are doing a lot of the work here, and you're gripping really hard in your forearms and stuff. So that's the dip. Regressing that would be putting a band under your knees, as I said, or even starting just by doing lowers. You start like this, lower down, get off, step back up again, lower down, and then slow that down, and as you get stronger, add in pauses, isometric pauses, etc. So that is dips. So these are the three main exercises I'm showing you guys to get stronger. The dips, the press-ups, and now the pull-ups. So pull-ups. A lot of people think they know what a pull-up is, but very few do them properly. So basically, I'm going to pop up in this bar. Now it's a high bar, so I've got to do this. I usually have a step, but I jump up. Right. So pull-ups. Let your body hang completely. Okay. Nice, and keep a slight contraction of your core. Keep your feet pointed. Keep everything nice and tight. Your glutes tight. Now to start off, just hang if that's all you can do. Hang as long as you can each time. Get off. Go back on when your grip starts to go. Right. Then add in. It's basically like you're contracting your scapula. It's the start of a pull movement. It's to teach you the proper mechanics. So you just pull with your arms. So you don't bend your elbows at all. You're literally keeping your arms dead straight, okay? And then you pull with your back. So that's a scapula pull, scapula protraction. And then you hold that, so it's kind of like an active hang. You can hold here to get stronger. So then, next step, obviously, now you can add a band to your feet to help pull you over. You can get a partner to hold your ankles and help push you up to get used to it. But basically, nice stretch, head nice neutral position. Not us looking way up, looking way down here. That's good for stretching you afterwards, but not for the pull-up. Just keep your head neutral, nice and relaxed, look forward, and pull up and down. So you're basically, now it depends on your mobility. People say to the chest, I've said this before, you don't have to go to your chest. Depends on your mobility. Some people have very good shoulder mobility, some people don't. So don't worry about it. Get your chin over the bar, that's enough. I don't like this. Don't like them. I know a lot of guys do those for basically try and get as many reps as they can. But for me, it's straight over the bar. I'm activating everything there. Scapula, keeping the biceps working, triceps, everything's just working. My grip's working hard. So that there is the pull-ups. Now to regress pull-ups, I often get asked that one. So I'll move this out of the way. There's a big old lump of wood. It's all rotted. Ireland's weather is horrendous. It's destroyed. Everything I have out this back is basically rotted and destroyed. I ordered this bar from Germany like about 4 or 5 years ago, whatever it was, and they told me that bar will last a lifetime. I said, I'm going to put it outside, will it last? And they go, oh yeah, no problem, we've got it treated, like it will never rust, it's got all this treatment on it. And next thing you know, 2 months later in Ireland, just when I had it, it started to rust all over the sides. I mean, started to rot massively, so I had to paint it. So I basically have to paint it every so often. That's how harsh the weather is here. It's damp and it's cold and it's wet. So it's very harsh in that kind of equipment. Some people say I need a roof here, but yeah, where are you going to put it? That bar's over 8 feet. Then you're going to have to put the roof away above it because I have to do muscle ups, otherwise it'll be hitting my head. So yeah, maybe in the future I might get some kind of wee awning, we'll see. Right now I just make do with what I have. Okay, regressing pull-ups. simplest exercise I can think of for anyone who hasn't got the strength yet for pull-ups, but they're looking to get stronger at them. So the first thing to do is, now you don't need one of these, but you need something flat, like a table, a chair, anything, whatever holds your weight, and you go down. It's called Australian pull-ups basically, because you're lying kind of upside down and pulling upwards. But so you get your feet down. Now to regress it, you can hold your knees up, but usually stay here, and I want you just to feel a good stretch and then pull. Now you might not get near the top at all, you might get to here, that's okay. Just build up your strength slowly. As I said, start here. You kind of can use your feet to push you and your knees just to get your back building strength. And then, as I said, as you get stronger, put your feet up on something. This is how you progress this exercise. My feet are now higher, so contract my core, pull. So that's the way to progress that exercise and regress it. So they're fantastic for building kind of back strength for thing. Obviously you can do your weight room stuff as well to kind of supplement it, to keep you strong in those areas. But yeah, and another way is just to jump on the bar. So if I just pull over my thing here for you a second, the last bit, I'll just show you another last bit way for pull-ups. These are the three main exercises, guys. This is all you need to get started. Obviously your legs, if most people know how to squat, do body weight squats, do single leg squats, things like that. Add weights. For me, you have to add weights to legs to get them stronger. It's just simple, because you'll be all year doing body weight squats to be building stronger legs. So I always like to add weights with the legs. The calisthenics, purely, this is the three main exercises. You can move into handstand, which I'll show another time. I don't do them often myself. People always wondering why I don't do them. Well, it's basically, it's just something that I don't really utilize that. I can handstand, push up and all that stuff. There's reasons why I don't do them. I'll get into it later. But yeah, can I do them? Yes, I can do them. I can do freehanding, handstand, push-ups and things like that as well. I'm strong enough for that. So yeah, last but not least, this is a big old lump of wood, guys, but I'm grateful, and my mate built it for me, because he seen me getting up and down in a chair all the time, and he goes, right, you need something better than that. Right, so as I said, last thing, right, we know muscle up. I did a video on that, go back and look for it if you see it. If you're looking for it, it'll be down on my content somewhere. But I'm going to muscle up first for you and show you what you need to do for the way you can strengthen up your pull-ups. So I'll just show you a muscle up. So here's the thing about muscle up, you can go from dead hang. People think, oh, you need a big swing for muscle up. Yes, probably if you're gaining strength and things like that there, yes. There's a technique, which is when you're coming back, kind of go an arc over the bar, but I can completely dead hang muscle up as well. It doesn't matter. But what I was going to show you is just get above the bar. Right. So dips from here again is a great exercise to build up the triceps and build that strength. Dip strength, because you're at a different angle. You can see your arms are going out, so the size different. And the other ones are tucked more in. These ones are hitting kind of outside of your shoulders, and they're hitting your triceps a lot more. So yeah, that's that move. Now, if you get above the bar, if you can, and when you're getting to learn pull-ups, I want you to just come down through here, right? And I want you to try and slowly lower. Doesn't matter if you can't do one. Doesn't matter if you lower pretty fast at the beginning, and lower to a full stretch. And what happens is, when you do that, you're basically going to teach your body in those positions to get stronger asymmetrically and eccentrically, which is going to transfer. Because what happens is, a lot of people have sticking points, they're not strong enough, or they're a bit too heavy for their strength, so the strength needs to catch up. So basically something like that will allow you to train it, so you can just lower it eccentrically. You're still getting a good training effect, and you're still going to get stronger, but you don't have to be able to do the full rep. So it's a great exercise. So those three, guys, basically press ups, dips, pull ups in whatever order, whatever you can do, those are the basics. Focus on them. Work on handstands as well when you've got time. Handstand is more a skill, less so a strength skill. It's more about flexibility, mobility, body awareness, balance, things like that. I wouldn't really call a handstand itself a strength exercise. I'd call it more a balance, and a mobility exercise. But handstand press ups are a different story. Obviously, you've got to have great shoulder strength to push up and down from it. But yeah, those 3 exercises and handstands, piles, and a bit of core work at the end. I've showed you before, hollow bodies. If you look up a hollow body, it's basically lying like a saucer on the ground. I've got no space. I might be able to show you here. Yeah, I probably will. So a hollow body basically is going to be, you're going to get down, have enough space on here. I might have, I might not. So I'll start from this side maybe. So you got to get down, lower back, only thing touching the ground. See? So basically your lower back should be the only thing touching. Your shoulders are off. Most of your glutes are off. It's just the very lower back. The top of your glutes are touching. And now you can strengthen it this way. You can hold weights. But yeah, that's a fantastic exercise for working your core, because it's teaching you to be in a position called hollow body, which is fantastic to be strong in calisthenics, because it's a very secure position. And it builds a very strong core, and it transfers to a lot of the skills. So those few exercises, guys, I hope that helped. Hope I didn't go on too long. It's dark here already in Ireland. I'm only getting out there late in the evening sometimes to train, and now the darkness is on me now, so I haven't got as much time. Hope you can still see me and hear me, and I hope you learned something from that. Thank you very much for following, guys. You inspire me as well, and I hope I inspire you. So, Guru Mahigat. Sláinte, till the next one.